Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be back testing the KST, the No Sure Thing. So now the No Sure Thing has got a great name. So let's see if the indicator lives up to the hype. If you plan on using the No Sure Thing, or if you're just curious to see what the best way to use it, then you're in the right place. Stick around to the end of the video to find out the exact best way to use this indicator. Okay, so let's back test the No Sure Thing indicator. So first of all, let's take a look at what it looks like. If you look down here, I'm going to double click on it so you can see it. This is what the No Sure Thing indicator looks like. From here on out, I'll just describe it as the KST. So basically there's two lines. There's the green line and the red line. So the red line, if you look closely, the green line crosses first and then the red line kind of lags behind it. So basically the red line is what we call our signal line and the green line is our actual indicator line. What that means is we're using this red as a signal. So every time, let me get my drawing tools here. Every time that the actual green indicator line crosses above our signal line, which is this here, that's where we're going to have a signal. Okay, so let's clear that and get back to our strategy. So how are we going to test this indicator today? So a couple different things. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a buy position every single time that this green line crosses above the signal line. So it crosses above the red line. The next thing we're going to test is we're going to see what happens every time that the green line crosses above the zero line, which is this zero line right here, this dotted line in the middle. Now, those are both signals for reversal, so that means that the price is coming down and going back up. So we want to test breakout. So we're going to draw a line on the 25 value here on the side. Let me put in 25 here, 25. And this pink line here is set at 25. So every time that the green goes above the pink line, we're going to consider that a breakout signal, and let's see how well that does. And the final test is going to be the green crossing over the red line, but the green line being below the zero line. So for example, this right here, even though the green crosses above the red, would not be a signal because we are above this line here. We would actually only be taking a signal here because the green line is below the zero line. Okay, so let's get these tests started and let's see what is the best way to use this KST indicator. Okay, so let's run our first test. Now remember, our first test is going to be every single time that the green crosses above the red line. Let me expand the screen a little bit here so that way you can see better. Let's see how that does. So you see, it's not a very good strategy, right? It's pretty much a losing strategy. So let's change our stop loss to 1% and our take profit to 1%. And let's see if that helps out. It doesn't. So basically, it's not going to be a good strategy. So not looking good to start out, but let's see what else we can do. The next test we're going to do is, let's see what happens when the green line crosses above the zero line. Let's see if that does any better. I'm going to go into the strategy and code it and I'll be right back. Okay, so now we're here. So now you see the green line. Every time that the green line crosses above the zero line, we're taking a buy position. We're in a position there. And then as soon as it crosses over the zero line, we take a position there. So let's see how that does. Let's go down to our strategy tester and we're still not doing great. We're down 79%. Let's see what happens when we have a stop loss of 1% and our take profit of 1%. It's a little bit better. We're still down 38%, but still not great. Now the third test we're going to want to run is, let's see what happens when the KST crosses over the red line, but we're below the zero line. Let's see if that's the better signal. Okay, so I went in and coded this, and remember, we're only going to be taking a long position when the green crosses above the red line and the green is below the zero line. So right there would be a good entry, and that's why we get in right there. We wait there. So one thing to remember, we're not going in when the green crosses above the red, but the green is above the zero. We're only getting in when the green crosses above the red, but we're below that zero line. So we'd be in right there. Let's see how well that strategy performed. So let's go here down to our strategy tester. And once again, negative 90%. Let's do our stop loss at 1% and our take profit at 1%. Let's see if that's any better. We're still at negative 38%. There just really isn't much hope for this indicator. There has to be a different way. So let's test our third and final option here, which is going to be a breakout strategy, which means that every single time that the green comes above the 25 line, so once again, I'm going to make a 25 line here, which is this pink line here. I'm going to set that to 25. So every time that the green crosses above that green line, or that pink line, I should say, we're going to take a buy position. So let me code that and let's see how that strategy performs. Oof, that deleted the green line, the pink line. So once again, let me make that. I'm going to set this at 25 and let's see how we do. So look at the green line crosses above that pink line. We take a long position. Green line crosses above pink there and we buy there. Let's see where it happens again. It doesn't happen till here and we buy there. Okay, so let's see how our strategy does. With a 5% stop loss, 5% take profit, we're down 58%, which is actually our best strategy so far, with a 5% take profit, 5% stop loss. Obviously still not what we're looking for. We want something in profit. So let's see what happens with the immediate return. If this was a stop loss of 1% or take profit of 1%. And finally, we have a positive strategy. Now, it's not a great strategy so far. We have a net profit of 16%. And our total out of a total of 117 trades. So that's not very good at all. That's 0.14% average trade. I'll have to go back and test different ways of using this because so far it's just looking like it's not a very good indicator. There's definitely better indicators out there to test, but it's not good to just give up on them. There's always a silver lining. There's always something that every single indicator is good for. We just got to find out what it is for the KST, the no sure thing. If you don't think you have the time to look at charts all day and you don't have the time to meticulously be testing every indicator out there in order for you to come up with the best strategy, you may be interested in copying the strategy that's taken me years to develop. And you can start receiving the same signals that I used to trade, and these are specifically geared to work in the 2021 market. Now, all you have to do is sign up in the link below. You will instantly start receiving my signals to your phone through the Discord app. So it's very easy to use. The signals you get will tell you exactly what to buy and at what price. It will also tell you where to set your take profit target, and it's going to show you where to set your stop loss target. So all the work is done for you in advance, and at that moment you can choose to either enter the trade or to not enter the trade and just let it go by. So it's completely up to you. It's that simple. You can start leveraging the strategies that I spent years to create, and you can start using them today. Once again, click on the link on the description for you to get started on that. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, goodbye.